Teachers and Writers Collaborative partners with New York City schools and community-based organizations to offer dynamic, creative writing programs led by professional writers.
I'm a poet. And I know it. I've got my whole life to show it.
Our programs inspire the imagination and foster self-expression, communication, and a lifelong love of literature.
Teaching and writing for me have always gone hand in hand, and it's wonderful that there's an organization like T&W that brings those two together in a very organic, honest, and real way.
I love being a poet in schools because poetry empowers students.
Teachers and Writers is a unique organization, not just because of the subject matter in the space, but because of, I think, their tenacity and their ability to bring perspective that is continually innovative.
The attention that Teachers and Writers has, the care that we're thinking with is important. And I think as an educator, I just appreciate that.
Teachers and Writers Collaborative was founded in 1967 by a group of writers and educators who believed that professional writers could make a unique contribution to the teaching of writing and literature.
The music is like inspiration. Like you write one line, you hear it, and then you stop, then you listen to the music again, then you write another.
To celebrate National Poetry Month, we went to Newcomers High School in Long Island City, New York, where there are 1,100 students from 92 different countries. They're learning to write beautiful poetry of their own.
Doesn't matter where I go, I can still hear the sounds of Vienna. That's it.
From the beginning, T&W has been working with schools to inspire students to think of themselves as writers.
I have to speak to you, vent and rant about all my miseries.
Away I go to the brown, white, blue, and yellow sea, along by the birds of joy, trying to escape the sand of the Spanish Sahara Desert.
It's kind of amazing how you can let your creative mind or whatever you're thinking, you can just let it out and people will help you to turn that into art.
In the 1970s, PS75 offered T&W writers the chance to teach innovative programs to children.
3 years ago, the Teachers and Writers Collaborative came to PS75 on Manhattan's Upper West Side.
A lot of the kids, they'll say that if you ask them where do their ideas come from, they say, well, it popped into my head. It just popped into my head.
What do you think about the energy crisis?
It's ghastly.
Chekhov for Children tells the inspiring story of an ambitious undertaking, the 1979 staging on Broadway of Uncle Vanya by New York City 5th and 6th graders, directed by the celebrated writer Philip Lopate.
I think it was a very adventurous undertaking. Even now, like listening to it and even reading any excerpts from the play, I mean, that's advanced stuff.
I think that it kind of led me into adulthood. It made me think that the world was complex.
She sat up with you night after night, though it nearly killed her.
As a teacher, teaching writing, I was often trying to get them to go inside, to become more in touch with their interior life.
One of T&W's school partners is PS90, the Edna Cohen School in Coney Island.
So what he's done, or the author has done here, is they've described, they sort of summarized with humanity what they're like, where they live.
4 teaching artists offer poetry, prose, and cross-curricular literacy programming to 2nd through 5th grade students.
A planet of niceness for any planet, really. It's so sweet, you guys.
People can totally stress out.
Most T&W workshops begin with students reading and discussing the work of contemporary and classic writers. Through these activities, students learn literary elements and techniques that they are then asked to use in their own creative writing. Since its founding, T&W has published more than 80 books about teaching writing.
My favorite Teachers and Writers book is Luna Luna because it inspired me to use Latino literature in the classroom.
I would say one of our most popular books of all time was the Handbook of Poetic Forms, edited by Ron Padgett. That book shows you how to write various forms of poetry. I feel like every writer worth her salt should have a copy of this book, whether they're poets or not. When Teachers and Writers was first founded, we asked our writers to keep diaries of what was happening in the schools and then to write articles and books about what they were doing and teaching, and that was how our publications program started. We published a magazine.
The TNW magazine has been really vital for me as a teacher.
Publishing my lesson plans and teaching in TNW magazine has been a real opportunity to reflect on my teaching and to refine the things that I'm doing in the classroom and to share with the community of other teachers, which I think is really important.
It seems to me like one of the most valuable things that TNW actually produces.
TNW continues to engage early career writers in our work, including serving on the Teachers and Writers magazine editorial board.
We do like regular editorial meetings, look at submissions, stuff like that. It's a publication specifically for educators and thinking about teaching writing in a specific way.
Through this position, I've benefited in so many ways that I didn't expect. I have gained an editorial eye in a way that I think is like very valuable and empowering for me as a writing student.
Part of the reason I love it so much is that this, I keep coming back to this emphasis on communication and community.
I'm the kind of person really that believes that creativity happens in community.
TNW works with writers across the lifespan, from first graders to older adults at senior centers and in multiple genres.
I've been taking quite a few writing classes at Vision. I've really been enjoying the classes that Dave has been teaching.
Very fortunate to have worked with these incredible talented artists.
I started coming here almost 2 years ago.
Well, I'm happy because I'm here and I'm not home by myself. I am a survivor.
It's a fabulous experience, and I would do it every day, every week if I could do it every week.
TNW programming shows students that writing can be an opportunity for self-expression and communication.
Snow Country is in Snow World. Snow World is in Snow Universe.
TNW writers have brought writing programs and professional development workshops to 760,000 students and 26,000 teachers in New York City schools.
The process of learning and teaching, that is part of the creative process.